Hi, welcome to my channel. I haven't been around here to easy plant-based DIY vegan recipes for a while now, but I'm back and there's a special this time today. We're making chai tea and it's a special shout out to the FabFitFun community. Teas. Okay, so without any further ado, we're going to go right to town. I do want to show you, of course, my beautiful Scully cupcake for Valentine's Day apron. Okay, and so what it is it comes with an wow, I'm backwards here. Look at that. Attachment and pockets. So it's all cotton and everything. So this one's special. And you can check it. It'll be in the recipe. The recipe for this is going to be below. And it's also on the picture on my channel at the bottom right-hand side. Right-hand side? I'm backwards here. I'm looking at myself because I don't want to make mistakes now. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we're going to go right to town. Okay? These are easy and they are quick. All right, so we're going to start right now with the ingredients. Well, with what you need first. Okay, you're going to need 2 cups of water. 2 cups of water. And a pan, about medium size. Put that water in there. Okay, we got that. Simple, Simon. Then, you either need one of these, and you probably any size here. It's probably any size you can use. These are our filters, our tea brewers, or whatever you want to call them. This one here, I like to use this because I strain mine at the end, all my ingredients at the very end. But you could also use this, one of these, and strain it after as well. So either way, I use this. It's a little, I've been used to that. Okay, so whatever. Okay, then you will also need your milk. And since this is plant-based, vegan, we are using oat milk today. And it is delicious. Now, if you want to use cream or if you want to use milk, that's up to you. Whole milk is good with it too, I understand. I normally use the oat milk lately, so it's so good. And so with that, all you'll need is 2 cups of that, and we'll put that in after. We're going to put that in after, okay? You will also need some kind of a sweetener, and you can use stevia, however you want to pronounce it, okay? Another thing that is really good in it is I've got some light brown sugar. You can also use dark brown sugar, really good in it. Honey is fabulous in this chai tea. I like my chai tea has a little more milk than you see in recipes online. And I encourage you to try recipes online too. And now that you'll know how this simple way is, easy, that's the name of our title here, you'll know how easy it is to make it. And you can do it this way, you can adjust, you can do it your way with these ingredients that we're going to use in a minute. And whatever. Oh, another thing is agave. You can use regular sugar, cane sugar, sugar in the raw. Oh boy, you can use some kind of a syrup. This here is a coconut palm sugar, but that's enough about the sugar. You can use whatever sweetener I highly recommend using a sweetener. You don't have to. Hey, more power to you, if you don't. Because the milk itself has some sweetener in it as well. So without any further ado, we're going to start with our ingredients. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is allspice. I am using the real things here, the real McCoy. Now, if you happen to come across something in this recipe and you say, oh, I'd like to use allspice, I don't have the allspice seeds here, so I'm going to use the allspice ground up. You can do that, okay? I just wouldn't do the whole thing all ground up. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, how you gonna, how you gonna strain it ground up? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be kind of weird. But a little bit, that's okay. So I've got it written down as 4 to 8. I'm gonna use 5 of them. And you will start to learn what works for you. Another one similar to that are the cloves. So again, I used about probably 4 of them in mine. These cloves. Okay, you can use maybe a couple more. I mean, I don't mind adding a couple extra because I like the flavor. I like the flavor. In fact, I am going to use 6. Let me get another one out. Okay. Another thing is your pepper. And you can use any color pepper. Red, white, black. I'm going to use the black. Oh, wait a minute. That's not... I'm going back here to the cloves. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's my black pepper? Here it is. Almost the same package. Well, it's a little different. Okay. I like to use the full 8 or more. I like pepper. Now, another thing is I should mention to you, you can use a mortar and pestle. Okay? That will bring out the flavor a little more, even. In many cases... because it's smaller, it's going to, you know, come out more, okay? Within the few minutes that we have with it. Well, it's more than a few minutes. You'll see after. Okay, so I'm going to use maybe about 10. I'll just put them in. But one thing is your Cardamom Pods. This one is really, you really want to smash it a little bit maybe. And you don't need this. You can smash it in a bowl. I'm going to use like 7 of those. I really love cardamom. Is one of my favorite spices. I love it in cookies and stuff. The Scandinavians make cookies with that. So I lost my pestle. So I'm just going to use this and the bottom of this thing. I think this is Bakelite, this thing. I got it on eBay several years ago. Hate to mention it. I hope that's not a copyright word or anything on here. Okay. Here it comes. And you don't need to smash them like to a ground up, anything ground up, really. In this case, maybe for cooking you would. But you can see I just smashed them up a little bit. And that brings out the flavor of the inside of those. You know, in cooking too, you like to roast them a little bit on the stove, different spices. But they'll have to be smaller. I mean, you're not going to bite into that, you know. Choke on it. Another thing is did I forget anything? No, I think it's all here so far. Oh, cinnamon. Since cinnamon is so expensive, I'm going to use only half a stick. You can also sprinkle. We're going to show you at the end how you can sprinkle some stuff in. Now, a vanilla, what do you call them? Vanilla, oh boy, bean. If you have a vanilla bean, oh my God, that is delicious in it. And all you do is you cut down through it. You may know all this stuff that I'm telling you, but just in case, you slice down that vanilla bean and you put that in. I've already put vanilla beans into vodka and made vanilla. And that's another story. But, well, if you want to know, you put it in vodka, you put it in the dark place in your cupboard for about at least a month. And it comes out to vanilla. So, oh my God, it's so delicious. So I didn't have any on hand. So what I'm going to do is just take a couple out. I don't even think, did I cut through these? I don't even know at the time if I did. It's been a couple years that I've had this stuff. It's almost gone. So I'm just going to take a few of them. I already made this recipe last night and it didn't taste like vodka, so I'm not too worried. So I'll take a few pieces of that to make it close to one whole bean. And then another thing is your Star Anise. Now, if it's really big, you could just use one. I got a half of one big here. And then I'll use a little bit smaller maybe. And there's another half. So there's a one big one I'm going to use. You can use 2 small ones. Go, hey, whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to do it. Another thing is the nutmeg. This is another thing that's really good in it. Now, if you've never used a rasper, this is beautiful. You need to get one because we're going to just put a little bit in there. That is the nutmeg. Okay? Not too much of nutmeg. They always say don't use too much nutmeg. So, yeah, we have to be careful. Okay? Fennel seeds. You can add fennel seeds, and these are small ones, so I'm going to add at least 10. Can't even hardly taste them because they're so small. Again, you could put them through this. Okay, you can put any of these spices through this and get a little bit more flavor, crunch it up. It does, and again, it doesn't have to be ground up. So don't use too many ground up things because it'll kind of be weird. Okay, there's 2 more ingredients I'm going to get, okay, for you. I'll be right back. Forgot to take them out of the refrigerator. Okay, one of them is turmeric. Okay, the turmeric root. And it's a beautiful color, orange. So what you can do with these, and you've probably seen this on cooking shows maybe, you take a spoon and you can just peel it like that off. Similarly, with our, oh boy, other root vegetables such as our ginger, same thing. So you can see how now you can probably see that. I've got a really bright light here, so I don't know if you can see that orangey color. There it is, coming through now a little bit. It comes out orange, okay? So what you can do is also put that through the rasper, or you can just take a piece and put the piece right in there, you know, depending on how much of it, of the flavor of it you want, or slice it. Slice it is probably better for this particular recipe because, you know, it's not going to sit there that long. But in this case, I'm just going to put it through the rasper. So I'll show you. See how it's coming out through the bottom? And I'm using quite a bit. I do like turmeric. I can't stomach too much. You know, as you know, it's a little bit strong. So it's coming through in the rasper. I probably shouldn't have used such a big light. But it was a little dark when I came in here, so I got to get used to making these again, these videos. Okay, so that's some turmeric. And now ginger, same thing. With the ginger, I actually freeze my ginger. It's a little soft at this point, but you know, if I don't want to make something and I don't happen to have ginger on hand, I don't want to have to run to the store, even though I live near all kinds of stores here. I don't want to have to run out and get ginger, you know. I just don't feel like it sometimes. So here we are again. And again, you can use a piece of this or a slice. I'm using the rasper again. So it's coming out smaller. You can use these raspers for garlic, as you may know, but we're not putting garlic in. No. That'd be too much. Yeah, too strong. But please let me know in the comment if you have any other suggestions or anything that you've tried to make your chai tea with. Let's see what else. Anything else? Anything else? I don't want to forget any of the things that I'm putting into it. All right, so right now we are all set. We're going to boil this on the stove, okay? Boil it for about, just boil it, okay? Boil it. And then let it sit in like a warm, you don't want it to keep the bubbles coming. You don't want to really, get that bubbles going. You want to just let it sit heated at a low temperature for about 10 minutes. Okay, it's in the instructions down below. Just click below and you'll see it there. Okay, so about 10 minutes. We really want this all to set. Then, at that time, you will add, after 10 minutes, it's sat there, your black tea. And you can use simple black tea from the supermarket. I've got 4 of them here. You'll put the black tea in, and this one here says 3 to 5 minutes. I put it in the whole 5, okay? So I leave them in there for about 5 minutes, okay? If you find it's cooling off, depending on the temperature you had it on, it should be still warm because you've left it on warm. You're not taking it off the heat at that point. So 5 minutes, black tea comes out, scrunch it good. Get yourself, one of those things. I got them here. These here, You want to use it all. Yeah, it's good stuff. Okay, and this makes about 4 servings, small servings. Let's see, I got some from yesterday. Yeah, maybe about 4 servings, 4 servings. I had 2 servings yesterday. All right. So then after that's done, you want to microwave your milk. 2 cups of milk. You want, or heat it on the stove if you don't have a microwave. Heat it up. And then what you're going to do, after you've taken the tea out, so this is about 15 minutes already, put that milk right in this. So again, at the end, you're going to strain it, everything, okay? And so you will have nearly 4 cups. I mean, the evaporation and stuff, some of it will come out. So it won't be 100% 4 cups. But you will get almost 4 cups of this stuff. So you do, leave that milk in also about 10 minutes. Why not, right? At this point, you can check the temperature, make sure that it's warm. Keep it warm. And then you will strain it, the whole thing. And then you'll have this. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, so delicious. That's when you add your sweetener to taste. So go carefully, go little by little. And what I did yesterday, I took half of half. So I made a quarter and a quarter. I kept one like this. And then in the other one, I put cocoa. So I put about a teaspoon of cocoa, maybe a little, actually a heaping teaspoon. I mixed it around really good while it was warm because you need this kind of cocoa. This is the real cocoa there. You need to mix it around. You need to mix it. If you want to add some ground cinnamon at that point, you can as well, or any other thing that you like to add in to a cocoa, or even to your regular, chai. You can add some ground cinnamon and get a little bit more into it. Okay? So that's about it. That is about it. If there are any questions, please comment. Let me know again how you made it, how you liked it. I encourage you to check recipes online and try new things. This is just a basic recipe, and it is so good. There's nothing like homemade chai. So thank you. I'm going to shut down now. Thank you so much for coming to Easy DIY Vegan Plant-Based Recipes with Patricia. See ya.